Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Today's video is just wanting to talk about not only something that I just recently purchased and that I received today in the mail, but just about Mike Flanagan and just how much I appreciate his work in the horror genre, and that I think the guy is a masterclass. And I first, took notice of Mike Flanagan with the movie Oculus, which came out in 2013. And that movie blew me away. And then ever since then, with movies like Hush and Gerald's Game and Dr. Sleep, and then his miniseries on Netflix. Recently, his newest miniseries, that is a Netflix series, The Fall of the House of Usher, is probably one of my favorite things ever made. This debuted last October, October 12th, to be precise. That's when it debuted on the platform. And I've watched it probably 5 times straight through, and it's over 8 hours long. It's 8 episodes, each one an hour in length. There's some that go a little bit over an hour, but it's just a brilliant miniseries, if you want to call it that. But for stuff like this, where Netflix doesn't typically release physical copies of its content, this was one where I had to make the case to pick this one up. So I got this through Mod Media Group, and I've used them before. This just is so great, and what a fantastic cast. I've always had a huge crush and just been a fan of Carla Gugino. She's incredible in this. Also Bruce Greenwood, who I've always been a fan of, and he's always been kind of one of those actors you just see in certain movies. I remember seeing in movies like Double Jeopardy. Of course, he was in The Core, 13 Days. He was in Gerald's Game. He's just incredible as Roderick Usher in this, and just the ensemble in this, and the fact that, you have very much like Frank Darabont, who unfortunately has retired from directing and filmmaking, and it breaks my heart because he's one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. I feel like Mike Flanagan is picking up the mantle and really giving us just so much quality product. The guy is just amazing. And other cast members that grace this series, like his wife, Kate Siegel. You also have Willa Fitzgerald. You have Ruth Codd, Mary McDonnell, Samantha Sloyan, Raul Coley, Zach Gifford, Henry Thomas, Tanaya Miller, and then, of course, the amazing Mark Hamill. This is actually one of my favorite performances by Mark Hamill. He plays Arthur Pym. How each episode revolves around Edgar Allan Poe. You have episodes that are like The Black Cat. You have The Telltale Heart, The Raven. It's so well done, so well balanced. The cinematography is amazing, very gothic, but very funny. There's a lot of great humor in this, as well as horror, but there are some really, really amazing set pieces in this. One in particular that takes place at this rave still makes my jaw drop when I watch it. It is so horrific, is all I'm gonna say. But everybody does a great job in this. I can't recommend this enough. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, definitely recommend it 100%. Check it out. If you've been a fan of other Mike Flanagan miniseries, this one for me takes, it's even better for me than Midnight Mass, and I loved Midnight Mass. I will probably pick that one up as well, because I know that Mod Media does have that one available. But it's just, it's a shame. I really don't like this whole thing, just going on a little soapbox rant here, but I don't like this whole thing where you cannot buy these things. I don't understand why these studios aren't at least doing a limited run of physical copies of these shows and miniseries and movies. I mean, you still can't buy Hush or Gerald's Game on Blu-ray, and they've been out for years now. I think Hush came out in 2016 and Gerald's Game came out the following year. You still cannot buy them in any physical format, and I think it's ridiculous. So, I'm grateful for sites like Mod Media. But yeah, can't recommend this enough. Like I said, it is 2 discs. As I can watch it on Netflix anytime I want, but I want a physical copy of it because I just love it so much. I watched it when it aired, pretty much watched it within a couple days, and then watched it towards the end of the month again, just spent an entire Sunday watching it, because it just is so damn good, in my opinion, and everybody in this shines. It is absolutely brilliant, so well done, so well directed, so well acted. Cannot recommend it enough, and hats off to Mike Flanagan. I know his next project is called The Life of Chuck, which is an adaptation of a Stephen King novella from the book If It Bleeds. And he's got some of the same performers that were in this that are going to be featured in that, as well as some people from other Mike Flanagan projects. So just wanted to talk about that real quick. And I was curious if anybody else has watched Fall of the House of Usher. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Hey, my fellow Fright Fiends, I just want to thank everyone for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you haven't yet subscribed and you'd like to, please hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I try to drop a video at least once or twice a week. The Horror Zone is a passion of mine, and it really makes me happy that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.